This is Rakshit and welcome to the Tulleeho Wine Academy. Today we'll be tasting an excellent Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. New Zealand, which has clearly emerged as a second home for this wonderful grape variety Sauvignon Blanc in the past few years, right? And before we go ahead and we taste this wine, I'd like to tell you a bit more about Sauvignon Blanc as a grape variety. Sauvignon Blanc, it thrives in cool weather conditions, and if you look at Sauvignon Blancs from France or New Zealand or any good Sauvignon Blanc from anywhere in the world, you'll notice that it comes from relatively cooler weather conditions. Apart from that, have you ever been left wondering what does it mean when a bottle of white French says Sancerre or Pouilly Fumé on the label? Well, these are nothing but just Sauvignon Blancs, this time from France. But the French people, they have always been very careful with their labels, and they consider it as a piece of art rather than a piece of information. Apart from the French wines, if you come across a white Californian wine which says Fumé Blanc, don't be confused. This is also Sauvignon Blanc grape variety. The grapes are the same, don't get confused, but just keep in mind that these grapes would be tasting different depending on which geographical locations they are coming from. The grapes that grow in cooler weather conditions would definitely be much more different from the ones in hotter weather conditions, and also the soil plays a very important role. Right. So that was a little bit about Sauvignon Blanc for you as a grape category, and today we'll be tasting the Framingham. Okay. It comes from the Wairau Valley in the Marlborough region of New Zealand. This particular one is from the year 2012, which in general was actually a pretty good year for New Zealand as a country. Okay. Nice and tempting chilled glass of this beautiful Sauvignon Blanc. Very good pale lemon color to this one. Let's check the aromas. Well, as for the aromas, this wine has got bursts of grapefruit and melons at the onset, and you'll find definitely some citrus notes of lime and lemon, and I won't be surprised if you get some tropical fruit in here as well. Well, that would be owing to the stony soil in which the grapes grow. Very refreshing and aromatic wine. Well, let's see how does it behave on the palate. Very dry up front, high on acidity. The tartness, the zippiness in the wine is definitely there. Don't let the fruitiness fool you. This wine is really dry. It's got that passion fruit and currant on the palate. As for the acidity, the tanginess and the tartness in the wine is again typical of a wine coming in from cooler weather conditions. Definitely a light-bodied Sauvignon Blanc with a short finish, I would say, and it's got that mineral edge to it. And I think that is primarily due to the barrel fermentation this wine undergoes. Very refreshing wine. I think this wine could be one of the reasons for me to start my day and wake up in the afternoon and start with a nice refreshing glass of this Sauvignon Blanc. Excellent wine. And to back all this, the Framingham Sauvignon Blanc has actually bagged in some nice accolades. It is a winner of the Blue Gold Award at the Sydney International Wine Challenge, as well as it has been named as it has been listed as the top 10 Sauvignon Blancs by the Cuisine magazine. You have this wine with what can you pair the food with? Well, this wine would definitely go very well with feta cheese or goat cheese. A Greek salad would be my favorite. Apart from that, if you're a seafood fan, you can look at a nice slightly seared or grilled fish or octopus, but please do keep in mind that the flavor should not be intense or overpowering for the wine. Well, what we'll be tasting today with this wine is an Indian delicacy. This is called the aloo chaat. Well, aloo chaat here is diced potatoes, shallow fried and bound with some Indian spices, high on salt, and definitely a greasy dish. Perfect. The acidity in the wine just cuts through the fats and the oils of the dish. Plus, since the dish is a little high in salt content, the acidity complements it really well. Apart from that, with the strong aromas and refreshing aromas of the wine and the spice level in the dish, It's overall a very good combination in my opinion. Apart from this, you can also look at chicken salt and pepper to be paired with this wine. Crispy chicken salt and pepper, but please do keep in mind that there should not be a lot of vinegar added to it. Or a chicken teriyaki is also a very good match. Right now comes the time to rate this particular wine. Well, if you're in India, in Delhi, you can buy this wine for about 3,420 bucks. Well, I know now it's on a higher side, but believe me, this particular wine justifies every penny that you spend on it. So in one line, I would say this wine is definitely good value for your money. That's it from my side today. Happy drinking. Salut.